So in this video we're going to have a look at a slightly more involved inverse normal question. What I'm going to do is just leave the problem up for a second so that you can have a go at tackling it for yourself, and then I'll talk about the solution afterwards. Okay, so to solve this question, the key really is to draw a good diagram so that we can see what's going on, and to use the idea of areas and symmetries, as is often the case with normal distribution questions. So what I'm going to do is show a diagram of this situation. I know the mean is 340, so I know that that's where the peak of the normal distribution will be, and then I know that this probability of 0.8 is an area between these two values. So if I show that over here, we can see what we've got. We've got the mean and then the two values, and we know that between those two values I'm going to have a probability or an area of 0.8. Now the normal thing to try and work out an x value, if I know the probability, is to use inverse normal, but obviously in this case I can't use that approach, because the inverse normal is when I am trying to find a value and I know the probability from that value all the way down to negative infinity. So how can I get to having that bit of information? If this is 0.8 here, I could split that up into two equal sections and say that the left half is 0.4 and the right half is also 0.4. The fact that this distance is a and this distance here is also a means that I've got two lines that are symmetrical around the mean. And from that, if that's 0.4 over there, I also know that from 340 down to negative infinity, I've got an area of 0.5, which means that if I do 0.5 added to 0.4, I have 0.9 going up to my 340 plus a. So let's write that down now here. The probability that x is less than 340 plus a, I now know is going to be 0.9. And that's the information I need, because that's what my calculator is able to actually tell me. So what I'll now do is go into inverse normal on my GDC. So if I just bring that up for a second, inverse normal of 0.9 with a mean of 340 and a standard deviation of 5, press enter, I get 346.408. And I do want to use all of that accuracy, because ultimately when I solve this, I'll be taking away 340, and so I need to make sure that I've got sufficient accuracy in my answer so that I get the full three significant figures for my value of a. So I'll write all of those down. 340 plus a is 346.408. Subtract 340 from both sides, and I get 6.41 to 3SF.